Welcome to session 7. We were discussing with the fourth module. This fourth module is a combination of two chapters called Digital Voltmeter and the Bridges chapter. In the first 3 to 4 sessions, we were discussing about the Digital Voltmeter chapters, and from the sixth session, we were discussing with the bridges. In last session, we were discussing with the bridges, advantages of the bridges, and the basic construction of a bridge, and we were discussing about the classification of the bridges. The bridges were classified based on the source of excitation like AC and DC. So we were discussing with the DC bridges, and we discussed about the Wheatstone bridge. It's for the measurement of a unknown resistance. A smaller value of resistance can be measured by using a Wheatstone bridge, and we were discussing with DC bridges. In today's session, we will discuss about AC bridges, and in that one important bridge called capacitance comparison bridge. Okay, let us come into this AC bridges. This slide gives the construction or the diagram of a AC bridge. The bridge is referred as AC because here the source of excitation is AC. AC voltage has been provided with some known frequency can be applied to this bridge. Bridge is nothing but, as we were discussing, it's a 4-arm network. It forms the closed loop, and between the two opposite junctions we need to provide the source, and between the remaining two junctions we need to provide the detector. If it is in case of DC, if it is a DC bridge, we need to provide a galvanometer, and by causing the deflection due to the variations at the current or the variations at the voltage potential, galvanometer will going to deflect. But in case of AC bridges, directly we are connecting a detector circuit. If the bridge is under balanced condition, zero current will flow through the detector. It will going to detect any variations when the bridge is under unbalanced condition. So as usual, it's having the 4 resistive arms. Here we are not at all dealing with the pure resistance. It may be the combination of capacitance, resistance, inductance. Any combination can be used as an arm. Both the inductance and the capacitance can be measured. That's why directly here we have referred it as a impedance. So the first arm with the impedance Z1, and the current flow through this arm is I1. And once again this A is connected to the second arm. Arm 1, arm 2 are connected at A junction. Arm 3 and arm 4 are connected at C junction. And these two opposite junctions, that is A and C, are provided with the source. Remaining B and D to the detector. So Z1 and the current flowing is I1. Z2 and the current flowing is I2. Similarly, the known standard arm is Z3 with the current flowing is I3, and similarly the unknown arm or the fourth arm is with the impedance Z4, and the current flowing through this is I4. So this is about the AC kind of bridges where the source of excitation is AC. And so this slide gives the information about the previous diagram, that is each arm consists of some impedances, and we are providing a AC supply which supplies the AC voltage at a required frequency. And the balance detector commonly used for AC bridge are headphones, tunable amplifier circuits, or vibration galvanometers. And coming to the main kind of AC bridge is a capacitance type, capacitance comparison bridge, and here we are having a circuit. The circuit is to measure, we'll call it as a bridge circuit. This bridge circuit is to measure a unknown capacitance. So here the source of excitation is AC, and this is connected to the opposite two junctions, and two arms R1 and R2, R3 and R4. Here R1 is balancing with the R2. R1 is a variable resistor. Similarly, we are balancing the arm 3 with the R4, that is the unknown capacitance. So in order to balance these two arms, we have implemented a part of not only the capacitance. Here we have connected a resistance which is in series with the known capacitance, and it is a variable resistance. In order to tune, in order to balance the other arm, we are connected a series resistance which is tunable, which is in series with a known standard capacitor C3, and the final arm is the unknown arm to measure the unknown capacitance Cx, which is in which is in series. Rx is connected in series with Cx, so we have to balance the R2 with R1 and R3 C3 with Cx and Rx. So in this way we are going to balance the bridge, and between the two opposite junctions we have connected a detector because of a AC bridge. And coming to the working principle, here the ratio arms are R1 and R2, which are purely resistive, and the known standard capacitor C3 is in series with R3. Here R3 may also include an added variable resistance needed to balance the bridge, and here the unknown capacitance Cx is in series with Rx, which is a small leakage resistance of the capacitor, where Rx is the small leakage resistance. And in order to balance the bridge, this is the bridge balanced equation, first we have to analyze the each arm. Here the impedance of each arm is given by Z1, Z2, Z3, Z4, where Z1 is equal to R1, Z2 is equal to R2, and Z3 is equal to R3 is in series with C3. That's why R3 minus of J divided by omega C. Similarly, the Rx effect is Rx is in series with Cx, which is equal to Rx minus of J divided by omega Cx. These are the effect of each arm, each four arms. And coming to the bridge balanced equation, Z1 into Zx is equal to Z2 into Z3. This is the bridge balanced equation, and by substituting the effect of each arm, the value of each impedance of each arm in this bridge balance condition, that is Z1 is equal to R1, Zx effect is Rx minus of J omega Cx. This is equal to Z2 is nothing but R2. Similarly, the value of Z3 has been provided. So, by taking out this or by multiplying this R1 into Rx, R1 into this part is equal to R2 into R3 into R2 into this particular value. By balancing the bridge, we will get the equation for this Rx as well as Cx, where Rx is equal to R2 R3 divided by R1. Similarly, the Cx will be equal to C3 R1 divided by R2. These are the two standard values while measuring the unknown capacitance. And by using the same these two equations, they have provided some problems. Let us discuss about the problems. This is to measure a unknown capacitance with the help of a known standard capacitance. A capacitance comparison bridge is used to measure a capacitive impedance at a frequency of 2 kHz. The bridge constants at balance are C3 is equal to 100 micro, R1 is equal to 10 kilo ohm, R2 is equal to 50 kilo ohm, R3 is equal to 100 kilo ohm. Then find the equivalent series circuit of an unknown impedance. And we heard that in order to measure the unknown resistance and the unknown capacitance, we are having, just now we have derived the equation for Rx as well as the Cx, and here we know the value of R2, R3 as well as R1, and capacitor C3 is also provided with this is the known standard capacitance, and here they are also provided the frequency, but here in this problem this frequency is not important. There is no need to consider this particular frequency value, only the effective components of C3, R1, R2 and R3 will going to calculate the value of Rx and as well as the value of Cx. We are substituting the value of C3, R1 and R2, and finally we are getting a Cx is equal to 20 microfarad. The one more similar problem for the measurement of capacitance with a R1 in a branch of BC with a 2 kilo ohm and R2 in a branch of CD with a 280 2850 ohms, and similarly the R4 in a branch of DA is equal to 52 ohm, which is in series with the capacitor of C4 of 0.5 microfarad. Now we need to measure the other branch, that is RX is in series with CX in a branch of AB, which acts as a unknown capacitance. So in order to find the RX and the CX, we are having the standard equations like RX and CX, where RX is equal to R1. The available is R1, R4 and R2. Similarly, to find the CX, C4 into R2 divided by R1, and finally we'll obtain the value of unknown RX as well as the CX. So this is about the two problems related to the capacitance comparison bridge, which comes under AC bridges. This is about session 7. We'll continue in the next session. Thank you.